Hello, everyone. Guess what time it is? I ask this every Tuesday. Bailey, what time is it?
Take Home Tuesday.
Take Home Tuesday time now. I have Bailey with me today. I should let you introduce yourself, Bailey.
I'm Bailey.
Yes. Bailey's been working with us here at Hen Chicks for quite some time, actually several months, but she has not been on Take Home Tuesday yet. And little did she know when she came to work today that this was her debut. Aren't you excited?
Oh, yes.
Yes, pretend you're excited even if you're not. You know what? Your mom is going to be excited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She'll probably comment on
yeah,
there.
she might be watching right now. If not, we should have brought our phone up so we could have texted her that you were on live Facebook, right? Anyway, we have a lot of fun around here, and we kind of came up we're sitting in our window at the front of the studio here, and we're getting ready for our Christmas and Conrad time. And so we are just taking a little time to do, maybe it's kind of a quick little, both you and Heidi were very, it was very interesting to see how, a strong word to use, but enthralled you were with this project, that you could do this out of paper was very simple. So we're going to do a couple things that are very simple today. But before I do that, I wanted to remind you, if you've been watching for some time, or if you haven't, go back and look at some of our old videos. Now this one I actually used yesterday here at the studio, had a little stiff neck, but this is one of our rice bags. And as you're preparing maybe for some Christmas gifts, or even thoughtfulness for people in nursing homes, we were just talking about some people that are struggling with some health issues. Something like this is such an easy project. It's simply a rice bag. We have a previous episode that had this on it. This one happens to be from years ago. You might remember Kobe's love of Batman for a while. So this one is several years old, but we actually popped in the microwave here yesterday and used it. It's very nice. So something you can go back and look at. Another idea I wanted to give you this isn't our project for today. This is actually from made by the mother of another person that we have here at Hen Chicks Studio. But it's just fabric simply with a fusible between two layers of the same fabric that she used pinking shears and then just created the chain. So quite back to like the days, remember when you used to make the paper chains, Bailey? And the same thing could be said true of, it doesn't have to be Christmas fabric. You could make it for graduations or school colors, or, I'd pick yellow and gold. You would pick
black and gold.
Yeah. she's the not as popular one around here. We like to joke about that. But another quick project that you could use some of your scraps for. This is actually going to be hung up in our window here in a little bit, but I have no idea how old this is, but fabric versus paper is going to last a lot longer. So something fun that you might be able to do. Now, let's get to our project for today. So when we started the video today, you might have seen these kind of, I want to call them like barn star type things, have been kind of a popular thing, but a great way, passing time. Kids could do it sitting around the table or even in school for a little project. But you could string these and make, I already have some different sizes started, but you could string them and start to make like little garland. Yeah, we have a
little baby one.
One of the little baby ones. You could hang them at different levels, to create something even on your steps. I have lots of ideas. Your tree.
Mm-hmm.
You could
make a garland with yarn and put it around the tree.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe you could use all the mini ones, Bailey. So we'll see that project tomorrow from you, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start here with it, and we're going to take a couple pieces of paper. Now you can use scrapbook paper. This one is a little bit heavier in cardstock that we used. We're going to take some scrapbook paper today, and all you need is a square. It just needs to be square, not rectangular. So I even bought this is just red copy paper. Don't know why I have red copy paper, but I do. But you could take something like that and trim it down into a smaller size. So we have several different sizes and now Bailey, you like the pink one, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can have pink that you could use and make obviously various sizes of it. So are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, step one, take your paper, and we're just going to bring our edges and fold it in half.
So I'm going to get up closer.
Yeah, get up and close. Like a hot dog bun now, right? Okay. So, anybody have questions with that? It's very simple. We're folding the paper in half. I like to go ahead, and I'm not going to give a big fold here, but I'm just going to bring it over. And now all I'm doing, Bailey, is just making my center point right here. I'm not giving it a crease just so I know where that center is. Okay?
Got it.
So now on this half, I'm going to make an X. So I'm going to bring this point that's open down to that crease I just made and give it a crease. It's kind of like you're making a paper airplane. Okay, then open that back up. We're going to do the same thing reverse. Bring that point up to that center and give it a crease. You may find, I like to use like a flat pencil or butter knife or something that can give a nice crisp point to it. Okay, so you have both. So now, can you see, Heidi, on there, the X that was formed? So from that X, what I'm really concerned about here, or want to see, is where that center point is. I'm actually going to leave that up just a little bit, Bailey. You can see yours really well on yours. But I'm going to leave it up just a little bit. This folded point, remember, my hot dog bun is still open on the top, so I can slide my hot dog bun in. I'm going to bring my point to that center point of my X. Yep, and then I'm going to give it a crease. And this is where fingers can get tired. I've done it with all ages of people. Sometimes it is easier to have that pencil or pen just to give it a nice little push down. Okay, so I like to say right now, if I turn this, I'm going to turn mine towards you, Heidi. I am going to turn it this way, and I'm going to say it looks like a house with a crooked roof. Okay, so if it was facing me, so Bailey, you can have yours face you. It looks like a house with a crooked roof, right? We're going to make the house with the crooked roof even more. We're going to make it into the paper airplane now. So I'm folding the roof back up. So now it has a straight line roof. Okay. And now I'm making the paper airplane. You like how I give a lot of visual words of what you're doing here? Another thing you could say is you're making a kite. But I like it because that's how I make paper airplanes, okay? So now that's what you should look like. From here then, okay, now I'm going to turn around so I can get, I'm going to fold this so my diagonal edges are straight, like a paper napkin, or it does kind of still have the paper airplane.
Like an airplane.
Yep. Okay. From here then, I'm going to cut. Now I got to make sure I cut the right way because I am, yeah, this is the right way. I have my openings right here. So 1, 2, 3. See them? From this point here, I just need to cut a diagonal line. Now, this cut determines how sharp of a point I'm going to have. For instance, Heidi, if we come back here and look at this, this one isn't quite as pointed as, say, this one, the angles. Okay, or this one, I'm sorry, excuse my reach there. That one has a deeper angle. Okay, so I'm going to come back from this point that, remember, I have my 3 here. I'm cutting from this point, and I'm just choosing an angle to cut. And Bailey, I'll let you cut yours. That paper goes far away, and if you want, you can make little squares out of that and make a smaller one.
She's going very sharp.
She is going very sharp.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, and these are little scissors, so there you go. Okay, so now we have our turkey foot, right? Now we're just going to open it up. So you can start to see my star take place, okay? What I have to do here is very simple, is I want all of the points to be angled down. So I need to fold each point down. I like to give a little fold on this inner side too, just to make sure I get that sharp point in. Okay, so that one is done. See how it's created that? Now if you notice this one, the fold needs to go in because it's coming out because this is my inner star. So same thing here. I gotta give that crease, the fold down. And sometimes it's helpful if you fold it together. Making sense? See how I'm building it? Bailey, how are you doing? Doing good? So I just need to do that all the way around. So Some of the folds are going to be the opposite direction. I just need to take where it's already has that crease and bring it forward and then backwards. So one way to think of it, if it helps, is to just take 2 points together and give it a crease. Same thing here. I'm going to bring the 2 points together. There should already be lines there. It's hard to do it backwards. I'm bringing the 2 points together and giving it a crease. And bring these 2 points together. I'm trying to turn it around towards you, Heidi, and see what I'm doing. And this is where I always like to come inside too and give that little crease in there because that helps that inner. So you see how we started to get that star. Yay! Yeah, Bailey, you got yours good. Yeah, so you can really see the difference though between Bailey's and mine. Well, she cut hers at a much sharper point and I cut mine at a lesser of an angle. So it gives you two way unique looks. But you can see how you could start making different sizes. Bailey, we hold up a couple more of those. Whoops. Time out.
Oops.
We could start layering things and creating. Now, if you really wanted to, you could, if you had the same size, you could make it double-sided by gluing them together. And Bailey, will you show that one on that one where we used a double-sided paper? So then front and back, no matter where it was at, obviously the star goes out one way. If I had the same size, these are not the same size because I cut different sizes. But I could, if I really wanted to, make it double-sided or two that are more similar sized. Maybe. I could come in and I could put them together.
A little touch of glue.
With a little touch of glue. And then I have the ornament to punch a hole in them, string them. Heidi, what was it you said? Laying on, even on the table.
I was thinking decorating my dining room table.
You know, with different sizes of them. You could add glitter, because everybody loves glitter, especially parents who have to clean up glitter. You could add lots of different things like that. So, shall we do another one real quick, do you think?
I think you should.
So we can show? Okay.
Repetition is good when learning.
Yep.
And I'm gonna stay on you again here.
Okay, and I'm using it, we're both using two-sided ones right now, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. Okay, we're gonna fold in half. I'm gonna go a little faster this time so you don't have to see, but I'm folding it in half. My hot dog bun is open. Then I just bring it over, and you don't have to do this. I just do this so I have that center marked, so I know where I'm bringing that corner down to. Now we're making the X. So hot dog bun, make her an X. Okay, so now I have my X here. And I have that center point on my X. I'm bringing the corner over to the center. Okay.
Yeah, and you got the crooked house.
And I have the crooked house, so you could turn it towards you if you want the crooked house. I'll try to go this direction with it so you can see. Your crooked house is coming into the, we're gonna take the roof line up a little bit to the airplane. And Bailey, you can, whoops, I just ripped mine because I'm trying to do it backwards. Pretend that it's not ripped. Live TV, live TV. Okay. Then from here, I leave that fold open and I'm just bringing it over. So now I have my 3 spaces. Okay. So one side has, it's just flat. The other side, you see the layers. On the layered side, make sure you're cutting on the layered side from the outside point, not the collective point, because then you'd end up with pieces of paper. From the outside point, I'm cutting the angle. I'll go sharper like you did this one. Okay. So here's the piece I cut off. And here's my remaining. I'm just going to open up. And at this point, since it's two-sided, you could decide which side you want out. Then I'm just going to fold the points to get the creases on the points. So the creases on the points go out. See how this one's backwards? It's going in. I just need to bring that crease back out.
If anybody chooses to do this project, which I think there are going to be lots of people, we'd love to see how you use these stars.
Oh my gosh. And it's so much fun. Last night I was actually watching The Voice on TV, I think it was. And I just was making some of them. And it was so much fun. And it goes so fast. And you can see, I mean, I could be a little bit more picky about, but since I ripped that one. But I could still use my rip one. Everything has a flaw, right? Things are still beautiful, even if they have a little flaw in them. So Bailey's working on getting her points to go out instead of in. Let's see if I can whip it. And so Bailey, I see what you're saying on that one. You're like, wait a second, this isn't good right here. So let me give a little hint on this. This is where I like to come in and give that point, the little punch in there. And sometimes when I'm folding it in from the back side, so when I'm folding it in to give that crease up inside. It just depends, again, how much time you want to spend. But even so, if you're hanging this off your tree or someplace, it's still, look at it. It's cute. And look at the back side with the little candy cane
And
stripe.
couldn't you even put a to and from on the inside of the star and make it your hang tag?
That's a great idea, Heidi. Yeah, so this is a very addictive little thing, but it can go very, very, very fast, as you can see as we're doing it. So let me see if I can get this little one going pretty good here. And this is where my if I had like a flat edge to come and give it the nice crease would come in handy. Don't cut on this side. Cut on this side. Always see your folds.
Little itsy
Little tiny guy.
The itsy bitsy.
Oh, and look how you got that like star thing at the top.
I didn't even plan that. Look at that.
That'd be a whole nother dimension of fussy cutting your paper.
Anyway, so then I can get, if I would keep doing this, but you guys get the ideas of how you can make all different sizes. I'm getting it all switched up there. So you can start getting, this one's going the wrong direction. There we go. Ta-da! You start getting your pretties.
Here we go.
All different shapes and sizes. And even the ones with a flaw are beautiful in their own aspect, aren't they? Yeah, so some great ideas. Yeah, I would love to see how we're actually going to take some of these bigger ones, and you could use like big, small, and we're probably going to hang around the store here. So until next Tuesday, we hope you share with us what you create with it. Have fun. Give us a little different twist on it. Yeah, you know, maybe you're going to go home and make it for the strand with the tiny ones, and you'll send us a picture of it. Yeah, maybe not, right?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, till next Tuesday, we hope you have a great week. Enjoy. Remember, choose happy.